Hey guys, we are going to have a fun lesson today, and this is all about pets. I love animals so much, so this is really fun for me. So the first animal that we are going to learn is cat. Cat. Like we're playing with their whiskers. Cat. And then we have dog, and y'all should already know that sign. There are two different variations, and the first one would be just a snapping. The second one would be hitting your leg and then coming up to snap. Can't get my leg in the picture. There we go. So dog and dog. Okay, then we have bird. Bird. And these signs that I'm telling you are all probably signs that you could use for your pet. If I don't give you the sign for maybe a pet that you have at home, let me know and I will give you the sign for that, and that'll be a fun addition to our next lesson. So we have bird. Bird. It's like a little beak. Bird. Then fish. And there's two different variations of this. And that would be the first one, fish. And then you can also do fish. Have a little tail with it. So the first one, fish. Second one, fish. Okay, then we have turtle. This one is pretty fun. You do an A handshake. And then you cover it like a shell. This is turtle. 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 Okay, then we have rat. So you're going to have an R, and then you're going to rub it against your nose. Rat. Rat. Then rabbit. So this one is handshakes like this. Stack them on top. Rabbit. Rabbit. It's like their ears. Rabbit. Rabbit. Okay, so I want to say at this time, hopefully everyone is watching this that is in this class, but just in case, I want to make sure that you are. I will give anyone that is watching bonus points if you send me a picture of you and your pets. And the key to this is you must be in the picture. You must be in the picture. Okay? I don't want anybody sending me something you just Googled. You have to be in this picture holding your pet or doing your best to hold them. You must be in the picture or it will not be accepted as bonus points. Okay, so I'm going to introduce the sign for pet. You just finger spell it. And this is the way that you would have a conversation when you're asking about someone's pet. So you would say, you have pet? You? So this is a yes or no question, so your brows are going to be raised. So you say, you have pet? You? You can answer with, so I'll ask the question again, and I'll be the both signers. You have pet you? No, none. Or you can say, yes, me have 4 dogs. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Just asking the yes or no question. You have pet you, and then answering with no, none, or yes, me have however many pets you have, and of how many of each kind. Now, my answer was pretty easy. I said the 4 dogs because that is actually what I have. But what if you have more than one kind of pet? Okay, so what if you have 1 dog and 2 cats? So you're going to use this contrastive structure when we get to this. So I'll ask the question again. You have pet you, and then with this contrastive structure, I'll face you so you can see it. You would say, yes, me have, and then we're going to lean to the left, 1 dog, and 2 cats. Okay, so we're going to use that contrast. Okay, or we can say, me have 2 birds and 1 turtle. Okay, so you have to use that contrastive structure. What if you have 3 types of animals for a pet? Then you would go left, middle, and right. So you could say, bugs, me have 2 rats, 4 dogs, and 6 cats. That's a lot of animals. You can always answer with your total first. You can say, me have 12 pets. And then you can go with the 2 rats, 4 dogs, 6 cats. So when you do the total, you would stand just center. And then when you differentiate between the different types of pets, you would go into the contrastive structure. So let's say we want to describe our animals. We want to describe the color of them, the size of them. How are we going to do that without showing an actual physical animal in front of the person that we're talking to? So the way you're going to do that is you're going to use your own body to indicate like the color and the markings and where they're located on the animals. You know, a lot of animals have different colors all over them or patterns on them, and so I'm going to teach you how to do that. So let's start with size first. I'm going to describe my dog Hunter. So with size, I would point to him. That dog, and since I told you his name, I'll go ahead and finger spell his name. That dog, Hunter, he's large. So we already know the sizes. Remember, large, medium, or small. Or if you want to do medium, small, however you want to describe your dog. But you remember the size signs for when we did it for the houses. So use those same size signs for your animals. But after we described this, so I said Hunter was large, and he actually is black all over, and he has a little bit of white on his chest. Okay, so we're going to use our own bodies to show the different markings on our pets. Now, I have another dog, and his name is Fisher. I forgot how to spell his name. His name is Fisher. He's brown all over, and he's kind of old, so he has a little bit of gray patches all over. And then he also has some black on his eyes because he is a black mouth cur. So he also has it on his lips. And then since he's a little older as well, he doesn't just have the gray patches, but he also has gray mouth. He's looking at me right now. And then I have a dog named Buster. And Buster is gray on top and white, let's say white at the bottom. And he's kind of medium. And then I have a smaller dog, Tonto. He's small and black all over with the gray patches. So that is how you would describe using your own body to show the markings of your animals, and maybe just colors. And a lot of my dogs are the same color all over. If you have any questions about how to describe your animal's markings or color, just let me know if I didn't describe that to you very well. So also height, with dogs, typically if you describe the size, you kind of have an idea in your head with how tall they are. some dogs, like corgis, that are kind of bigger dogs, but they're still pretty short. With birds, if anybody has a bird, you could describe it like resting on your hand and showing the size of that bird like this. Turtles, you probably wouldn't have to describe the height of that. If you had a huge turtle, you wouldn't have to say, he's about this tall. Most people don't care how tall your turtle is. If you are describing these animals, now just like we did with the contrastive structure earlier, telling how many of each animal that we had, it would be the same with telling how large each of the animals are. So you could start out with saying, hopefully nobody has 6 cats, because that would be a lot of describing. But if you say, I have 6 cats, that's a lot of trying to contrast them, but you still do that. You just turn just a little bit to show that one. This cat is black all over. This cat is gray all over. So that's the way that you would still do that, just like you did with how many of each of them that you had. So a few other animals that we didn't discuss that probably aren't pets would be an elephant. And an elephant is just like this. You're showing their trunk. Elephant. We have giraffe, alligator or crocodile, horse, monkey, and then all of those that we've discussed, obviously the ones we talked about first were pets, but typically you're not going to have an elephant or giraffe as a pet. So overall, even the ones that we talked about before that were pets, they are all animals. They're all animals. Animals. And the opposite sign for animal are what we talked about yesterday, and that is people. Save your P shapes. People. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Y'all have a great day.